Hi, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I thought I would just give a little talk today because there are a lot of things going on that are very concerning to us here in the United States. The big balloon that went over our nuclear plants and some military places and had been over Alaska, getting shot down so late in the game. Then suddenly something else being shot down in Alaska. And now today, something in Canada. I don't know what's real. It is so hard to know when we watch the news. It just seems like, for myself, I don't trust any of the news to give us a straight fact. Everything's very biased. Then today I also saw that there was a pipeline burst and Nevada had called a state of emergency for gas for vehicles. Now they're working to get that all fixed and they're going to transport it in other ways, but that's a big thing. We also hear in Turkey that horrible, horrible earthquake they had, and I haven't seen the news today, but yesterday it was over 20,000 people that they had found that had lost their lives so far. I can't even hardly imagine that. Lots of bad news that's going on. Today when I went to church, I went to Canyonville. It was wonderful. I'm just really blessed to be there. The Milo Academy had brought out the Ukrainian group that we have. We have 18 students at Milo Academy who are here this year. And I'm assuming that they will be here next year too. But I don't know where their families are. They're here safe and they get to, contact families when they can, but sometimes there's long periods for various reasons that they can't get any communication. So it's scary. They were sharing some of their stories today, and I was thinking, these are children. Now, maybe I'm thinking that because I'm in my late 60s, but the things they've had to see and endure and feel already, no kid should have to see and endure. But as I was listening to one boy in particular, he had a message and I thought it was so good. Now, he had been upset because his father wouldn't let him go to the town square to meet up with his friends. And when you're a teenager, your friends are just your life, Of course you want to see them. But he wouldn't let him go because he didn't feel it was safe. And it wasn't very long after that that two planes went over. The second was a fighter jet. And then it was followed by a very loud explosion. The town square had been hit. 23 people lost their lives. But that boy who had been obedient to his father, which the scripture tells us that we're to be obedient to our parents, to obey our parents in the Lord, for this is right. His life was spared from either being lost or maybe being terribly hurt. Another student was sharing how he wasn't allowed to go outside for a long time. Everybody stayed hunkered in their house. And finally, one day, they were near the Poland border. Finally, one day, his father had him go out, and they filled sandbags to make barricades for the area where the cars would cross through, because you had to check everybody. And those people weren't safe until then. And that helped him realize how God had been preserving his life. You know, God's with us all the time. It doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that he will keep us from all harm, but he'll be with us at all times. Just like he was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they were thrown in the fiery furnace, and suddenly there was a fourth person there. That was God was there with them. Father Jesus, Jesus the Son. So he'll walk with us, whatever we're going through, because he loves us and he cares about everything that's going on. Times are wicked right now. Lots of things that are evil and hurt people, we're calling good. And things that are good, we're calling evil. We're in a strange time, a sad time to me. But in it, I know that utterly God is in control. Now, he doesn't stop us from anything, because he gave us the ability to govern ourselves, to make choices. So I'm just praying that we make the right choices. And I think what we all need to do is to begin to pray. Pray for individuals and pray for governments. Our government here in the U.S., governments in other places. Ask God to be with the leaders, to take out leaders that are hurting the countries and the people, and to place in leaders that are to the benefit. But no matter what goes on, know that God has in plan for us the reality of a better day, an everlasting day, that we can be with him in peace and joy. There'll be no more tears, no more sorrow, no hate of any kind. And I look forward to that time. So when you hear the news, try to balance it with what God ultimately wants for us. And remember, pray, because God does listen. Well, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I want to pray for blessings for you and your family, in your house and out of your house, in the day and in the night. And whatever you do, keep dreaming. If you find this video encouraging, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscription button. And if you know of somebody else that might be encouraged by it, please share it with them. All right. Good night and God bless you.